Good evening, gamers. We are back with a little more Factorio. Now it's been nearly a week since I last played this game. I stockpiled a bit before I had a little trip over to Vegas. And let me tell you, I did not win big at Vegas. However, felt I won pretty big on YouTube. My videos kind of blew up over my trip. So welcome to all the new viewers who have joined along since then. I've passed over 1,000 views total. We did pass my age in subscribers. We're at 42 now, which is not only more than the years I've been on this earth, but is also my favorite number, which is pretty dang sweet. And also, we got our first of hopefully many comment spotlights. I've been loving the comments, been reading all of them. And so the first comment we're going to look at in this video is from One Papa B, and I hope this is big enough. Let's make it a little bigger. And he tells me, I'm assuming you're a he. If you're a she, correct me when this video comes up. But to remove blueprints from inventory, right-click on it and press the trash can. Look at that. Do not want that around anymore. And this one, we can get rid of that too. Blueprints are no longer useful. Look at that. Look at that clean inventory now. And then he also follows up with, your car is storage too instead of carrying everything on you. By now, you've seen the episode. You've seen what kind of chaos I can get into with my cars. And there's a reason I don't store stuff in them, because my cars are disposable. And at least I can salvage my dead bodies. And then love the series, doing a great job. Thank you so much, One Papa B. I appreciate it. He also went on to finish up that comment and say something along the lines of, don't mean to backseat at all. And I just wanna make sure it's clear that don't worry about it. I am not concerned about backseating. Any and all comments are appreciated. As long as you're being respectful. If you came out here just to talk crap or call me dumb or something, I may take a little offense to that. But as long as you're being respectful, giving good advice, or making me laugh, I appreciate all the comments. So, with that out of the way, we can get right back into it. So the first thing I noticed, so last episode we had a bit of a housekeeping kind of mass production, making sure our iron production is where it needs to be. Excuse me, sorry, burping up a bunch. You know I am with the Croys. So this episode, I'm hoping that we can do something a little more interesting. However, even with that said, I'm noticing that our copper production is not where it needs to be, so we do have to ramp this up slightly. Let's see, so we're filling these belts, and yeah, because our iron, look at our iron, we're filling those belts, filling them. Do I have any more steel furnaces? Yeah, might as well just upgrade these guys while we're at it. And I'm hoping this should be enough to, oh come on. Oh, I need some stone. Come on now. I'm hoping that by just doing this, that should be enough to kind of fill out this line, because it's really just the copper going up here. We could set up a balancer. Honestly, a balancer might be the better move here. But so yeah, let's do that quick little bit of housekeeping. I mean, as you can see, I have some research finished. I did research a bunch of things that can go into our armor. I'm not sure if I did that on camera or off camera, but that is a thing we can do now. So to enhance that, we will need a personal battery. And then after that, what does this unlock? Electric furnace, we're not quite ready for those. That's going to get annoying. We don't have blue science. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's think about it when we get there. Let's research the personal battery, do some more stuff, and think about it when we get there. So I think we just need 2 more of these. So 2 more of these, we'll make a balancer, and then we'll call it a day on the boring little infrastructure stuff, because we're here to expand this factory, baby. And yeah, so the balancer seems appropriate here because this is where our supply issues are, up at our red ammo production, piercing rounds, which feeds into our military science. So military science, despite the fact that we're very backed up, as you can see, we are not quite feeding these where we need to. So, oh, excuse me again. I think it's appropriate for us to build a little balancer here. It's because we have 2 lanes of just pulling all the nonsense. Actually, let me look at this. Let me look at this while I get some burps out. Grab. 2, 3. Okay, we're backing up. Good. Production is where it needs to be. Look at all this science backed up. You know, honestly, I guess let's just hammer through some of the tier 2s, you know? We can just burn through this stuff while we're waiting around. So, landfills give us the ability to fill in some land. Seems pretty cool. The modules are pretty nifty puppies that we'll want to take a look at. Circuits, I honestly haven't used that much. However, what circuits are good for is for, well, one, we'll need it to make our soundtrack for the chemical plant zone. And 2, we can have a sushi belt, which will allow us to put all of our science onto one belt, which makes feeding our labs a little easier. So, you know, we'll send it on that. Rail signals, they don't necessarily need them. Energy accumulators, this will enable us to actually use solar panels in a meaningful capacity. And the queue's full, so I guess that's just what we'll fire those puppies off, and we'll let it rock. Now, just doing a quick little check here. We're backed up here. We're sucking up some science. I'm feeling comfortable with how things are looking here. So now we can start working on some more interesting things. So, what are our options here? Well, there's a new science for us to produce, chemical science. And there is some personal stuff for us to make. We can start making, you know, personal solar panels, batteries, all this stuff. So it looks like red circuits. Looks like red circuits are going to be our primary focus for right now. So given that information, this is going to be a little wiggly, a little womply. I'm trying to think. So I'm thinking ideally we could, because I'm trying to figure out how to sort this main bus, because we're gonna want to produce red science down here, or I'm sorry, red circuits down here. And you know, and we need plastic. If we check it out, we need plastic to produce the red circuits. And that's over here, but it doesn't need to be over here. So I'm going to potentially cause major pain for myself in the future by, I'm not sure how do we want to do this. I want to do this here. Maybe we do something like this, and I'm fully prepared to regret all these decisions. I'm thinking we do something like this, where we bring it down here, and we go here? I don't know. I'm having second thoughts now. Because what if... Because I kind of want to keep this space open. Let's point you back down here. Because I'm thinking, because we will want to bust this plastic somewhat. So I'm thinking, how do we be space efficient about this? And I think it's okay that all of this is ending up in my inventory, because we'll make use of it later. Well, I mean, by make use of it later, I mean we're just gonna shove it. We're going to shove it in whatever machines we use that consume this. So what I'm actually thinking is, let's make sure I have enough undergrounds. So let's go back. Let's pick up some belts. Let's pick up some gears. And some belts. Sorry, you. Let's grab you. Produce some undergrounds for us. And so I think the cleanest thing we can do here is let's do something along these lines. So we can pull that down. And at the end of the day, you know, we'll throw our red circuits somewhere along those lines. So now what we can do is let's make sure this is all situated as it needs to be. Excuse me, I got the burps, and it's all tea too. It's not even LaCroix. I'm just going crazy today. So now this is nice. We'll just wiggle boom, big a boom, you know? So we got this out. We got this coming down. And now we have some real estate over here. So I'm thinking let's just place this down. So let's see, what do we need? What do we need for these red circuits? We need plastic bars, copper cables, and electronic circuits. So let's see here. Well, what I'm thinking we can do, we can do something like this. So we will have our, let's make sure this, there we go. So we'll have our plastic and electronic circuits right here. Another splitter. So we got that. So we got this coming along, and now we'll need to make copper cables in place. So what will that look like? What will that look like? So we're gonna do something similar like this, where we kind of like feed it in. I'm trying to think. So we want to get real fancy. Could do something like this, where we want to get real compressed. So let's do like this and like this. So now we have this coming in this way. Oh, this is gonna be kind of wonky. All right, watch me, gang. So we're gonna do this here. We're gonna pull in. We're gonna pull in. And how would we balance this? How would we balance this out? That's the tough question. Well, let's just start with this. We'll pull in here. Now what we can do is we can balance, because we will make a splitter here. So do this here to here. Okay, so here's how we balance, and then now this will be our red circuit line. And now how? But wait a second, SPiFF. How do you get the circuits out there? Check it. Place it over there. Who could have thought? And now what this enables us to do is we can have our you know, our thing. Our copper cable line coming into here. So let's check some ratios real quick. So this takes 6 seconds to make. 6 seconds to make with 4 copper cables. And copper cables take half a second to make. So we get 2 a second. So we get two copper cables every second. And to create one of these, we need 4 every 6 seconds. Now let's see if I can figure out math. That means we need 2 every 3 seconds. Which means that 1 copper cable machine can feed 3 of these? Does that add up? Let's find out. So 1 copper cable to 3 advanced circuits, I think, is the ratio we're working with here. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Oop, we're building circuits. Whatever, we'll let that one slide. So let's see if this actually works for us. So now we pull in. Excuse me. Excuse me, do I forget how to play this game? Apparently, I'm getting rusty. I'm getting rusty. And then we'll drop you here. Does this work? Oh, that's beautiful. That is actually beautiful. And now we'll insert here. Let's set you to make us some red boys. And now we will have a line that feeds up like this. And what is feeding this line? Well, what else but some copper cables? Now I'm thinking, if I do remember correctly, if I do in fact remember correctly, let's get some more undergrounders. If I do remember correctly, we'll need some fast inserters for some of this action, but you know, we will deal with that as it comes. So let's start pulling down our copper like so. Set you to make some. Look, I have just too much junk in my inventory now. I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't even know what to do. Copper cables. Now, let's keep things as pretty as possible. And of course, what would a project this be complete without an actual connection to the rest of our power grid? Now let us see how the speed is on all of this. Now these can hold a lot of copper cables, so the later ones are not going to quite get fed right away. Output full. Okay, so we definitely need a fast boy here. Dang, still not fast enough. I have to start upgrading the stack sizes on these puppies. But yes, it looks like we are just about at equilibrium. Unbelievable. It appears that I can, in fact, do math. Truly, truly incredible. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. And now, just from experience, again, I am a clean intermediate at this game. I know that this production is going to bottleneck us at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's ramp this puppy up. We'll double you up. 1, 2, 3. We'll ramp you up. Let's not make any more inserters ourselves. Again, our mall is really slacking, but someday it'll be beautiful. Now I am anticipating everything slowing down. Now this is where like the bottlenecks really start popping up in my experience. And we're actually surplus on copper cables. Am I just dumb? Man, I really gotta, you know what, I'm gonna cheat. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna get some pen and paper out here, as I do. Sorry for the microphone squeaks and the smacks and all the noise I'm making. But the site I read is telling me that one copper cable machine can feed, sorry, squeaking again, can feed 6 of these. And I'm trying to like do the math. Okay, so we get 2 copper cables a second, and one of these consumes 4 copper cables every 6 seconds. So now, okay, I'm starting to see here. So we could say, you know, change that to it consumes 4 sixths of a copper cable a second. All right, I haven't done much math here. But if we multiply that by 6, that requires 4 copper cables. I'm so confused. This should make sense, but it's not making sense. Why am I falling apart here? 4 copper cables in 6 seconds. I mean, this makes 2 a second, 4 every 6. So if we let's just say we let this run for 6 seconds. That means we'll have 12. So we'll produce 12 copper cables in 6 seconds. 12 divided by 4 is 6. Where? Okay. If anyone wants to backseat me and help me figure out this ratio, I am truly blown away. This math makes sense to me. My math makes sense. Okay, how does this one work? 3? I'm gonna lose my mind, man. I can't. We take 4 copper cables in 6 seconds. So if we multiply that by 6. So we multiply that by 6. So that means we need 24 copper cables in 6 seconds. So if we're feeding 6, we need 24 copper cables in 6 seconds. Which means that we need 24 by 6, that's 4. And then divide that by 2. We get 2. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. This genuinely is blowing my mind. Whatever. But it's clearly true, because look at this. I mean, we have surplus. Provided that input shortage isn't a thing, but it's whatever, man. I really don't get it. Just don't get it. Just don't get it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just really trying to just like process this math right now. Four copper cables every 6 seconds. And like we're not short on these. Whatever, man. Whatever. God, this is gonna bug me for the rest of the day, honestly. This is a night ruiner. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 6. We're at surplus. We're still at surplus. This is about as bugged as I can get. So let's look at the research queue again. Let's look at the research queue to cheer us up. Let's just hammer the tier 2s, you know? Lab research speed, love it. Inserter capacity, love it. Concrete, sick. Make our miners better? Sure, why not? There's all of our tier 2s. And then, you know, we'll go and upgrade our weapons while we're at it. God, this is I'm really upset. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really upset. 4 every 6 seconds. 2 every 1 second. So in 6 seconds, we'll generate 12. Which is enough to feed 3 of these. Like, right? Like, huh? In 6 seconds, we'll make... Oh! Because the recipe produces 2. Because the recipe produces 2. There it is. There's the math. Okay. I am not insane. Jesus Christ. And it looks like our inputs are actually slow here, so I'll make one more of these. Oh, thank God I figured that out. That was legitimately gonna bug me for the rest of my life. But now we're up to speed. Yeah, see, this guy's flying. And yeah, we got a big surplus of red circuits. Awesome, excellent, beautiful. Love to see it. Now we can get back to business. So what do we want to do? Now that we have these puppies, what do we want to do? Well, we want to start making some modular armor. And modular armor is pretty dang sick if you ask me, but it is nothing without batteries to power it. Now. How do we make the batteries? Well, if I could find the correct tab, I could tell you. Personal battery needs a battery. Adds up. Makes sense. And now battery needs iron, copper, and sulfuric acid. How do we make sulfuric acid? Well, that's sulfur, iron, and water. And we'll be making this in the chemical plant. And now this is why I'm glad I did this, because this is where we're gonna get things a little messy over here in our chemical plant zone. So we'll start with this, and now I'm trying to think how much we actually need batteries for. The placements, you know, I'm just gonna stick to my theme of the placements of everything is up for debate. Because, well, actually, our sulfur's here. Now we need iron, copper. So how do we route this appropriately? Excuse me, I cannot stop with the burps. Well, what I'm thinking is we could do a little something like this. And now, so this is where my base builds character, because it's gonna get really ugly and really messy really fast. And the ominous music as I talk about how messy this is getting is exactly what we need here. So let's take a peek-see. What do we need here? Let's grab some splitters. We're actually... It's going to be enough. We're low on iron, I see. Iron. There we go. Now we got some underground fellas. I guess we were out with that for both. So we can... What we'll do is we can split off some iron. And bring it on up. And actually, no, we can't. We can't do whatever I was just thinking. So ignore my actuallys. So there we go. We got that. And now we'll preempt. Do I want to pick up that sulfur? I have no use for that sulfur. And let's bring this down here. We'll grab ourselves a little bit of copper. There we go. There's our copper iron line. So now what do we need for these batteries? Iron, copper, sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid we need iron, sulfur, and water. So we can get an interesting little thing going on here. Where, let's see, how do we want to do this? We're gonna have a chemical plants back to back, effectively, because that's where these things are made. So let's run through it again. So we'll need let's do something a little fancy here. And by fancy I mean probably awful and like a bad idea. Well, let's see. First of all, we need a little more clearance around this bad boy. But let's just start by getting crazy with it. We will give you a 1 block buffer. So now you are going to make us sulfuric acid. So we will start by bringing down some water, some water. We'll grab this pipe. And we'll bring you down here. And where are my pipe to grounds? Let's make a few of those. Can't get enough of those. Ooh, look at that reach. Look at that reach. So now we're producing Ooh, I see the plan. I see the plan. Do I see the plan? I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure if I actually do. Let's just do something like this. Let's drag this puppy way up here. And you know, actually, I'm gonna refactor. I'm gonna refactor because now I know my target destination. And so I'm gonna refactor this a quick little bit. And this is normally when I would do a jump cut, but I want you guys to see the process. I want you guys to see the process because this one is worth thinking about and absorbing. So what am I trying to do here? Can you figure out the plan before I get to it? So we got this. So now if we have a line coming up here, well, now there's something to be said about what we can do with a line that comes up right here. Do you see it yet, gang? Do you know what I'm going for? And if your answer is the literal most optimal build possible, unfortunately you're incorrect. Unfortunately, that is not correct. However, I am flattered. I am flattered by the statement. All right, there we go. We got our iron and copper. So now what we can do is we can pull into here. Actually, I want to do something like this. And you may or may not understand why momentarily. So we got something like that. And we'll bring our power. Ooh, and this reaches. That's actually dope. So we got water. Oh, we need sulfur, of course. Great. Now we're producing some sulfuric acid. Now we can drop a second chemical plant right about here. We will create batteries. And wait a second. That just plugs right in. You tell me that just plugs right in. And now we'll make sure this is powered. I mean, unfortunately, there's no balance here, but through some sick twist of fate, this is actually a scalable design, where we can now we can stack these down here. We can stack these down here, and if we need more, we can make more. Excuse me again. Sorry for the burping. I do not think we will actually quite require it to be that scaled, but you know, it's always nice to have the option. And let's make sure you got a little juice in you. Oh my god, excuse me. This is embarrassing. But okay, we have batteries, and I now that I think about it, we likely will. We will want to ramp up production, but this is built in a way, and I will just preempt some pipes here that aren't actually going to be used. But this is how we can tile it. We can essentially just keep doing this little design over and over again, and it'll be the most beautiful battery factory we've ever seen. Okay, so now we can start getting the armor. So let's grab some steel and some plates. So whoop, there's some steel and of course some coal that we don't need. Oh, I do not want to handcraft advanced circuits. No, thank you. That does not sound like a good time. So yes, we have what we need. Advanced armor. Now, what do we want to put in our advanced armor? Well, energy shields. Awesome. Belt immunity. Also awesome, because I'm sick of these things trying to whisk me away. So belt immunity, night vision. So let's see. Let's pop this puppy on. Let's see what we can do here. Let's throw on the armor. Ooh, did we get more storage for that? Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. I didn't even realize that. And now we can start throwing stuff in here. So boom, let's put our energy shield in there. Let's put in some night vision goggles. Let's put on some dancing shoes. Now we'll need, ooh, we don't have any solar panel production. So let's, how do we make solar panels? Solar panels. Copper, steel, electronic circuits. We'll manually do it now. Again, this is a thing that we will want to mass produce in the quite near future. But until then, was that advanced circuits or just regular circuits? Just regular circuits. So let's make some solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be enough. And then how about a couple personal batteries? Oop, nope. A couple personal batteries, like I said. Now as you can see, we got all this cool stuff on us, but I'm still getting dragged away by these belts. What the heck's that all about? Well, you know what that's all about. It's all about we don't have any power. So now we can cram this puppy up with some solar panels. Can I hold more when I have like, oh, I see. It grew to tell me that I have some solar panel production. Dope. Dope. Speaking of, while we're waiting on that, let's check how our overall power grid is doing. We're doing fine. We're doing fine, baby. We are doing just fine. This is actually beautiful. Look at that. We can see. It's grayscale, but it's our grayscale, and that's what matters. I'll just cram this puppy full of solar panels. Hopefully the batteries get built a little sooner, a little quicker. Look at that. We can see our energy shield is powering up. I wish there was like a clock somewhere. I wonder if there is. I bet you there is like a clock somewhere that like tells you how far into the day you are, and stuff like that. But I don't know where that is. And while we're waiting for this to finish, I think the last thing we need in this episode is, that I've been dying for, is some cliff explosives, because I need to fix this monstrosity here. I need to even this out. I need to make it even and beautiful, and to do so I need to blow up some cliffs. And to do that, oh, and look at that. Still the pollution's only hanging over the ocean. I love it. I love it. And to do that, so we got cliff explosives. And to get cliff explosives, we need... I guess they are considered a regular explosive. Coal, sulfur, and water. Well, would you look at that? We got just about everything we need over here. Now, what is the best way for me to do this? Because this is turning into some spaghetti madness, as we call it in the industry. So what I think I'm going to do is continue with the trend of spaghetti madness. Let's see. Let's fill up our armor. So we got the solar panels, and now we got some personal batteries. So now we can do it. So now, let's see. So we have 10 kilowatts. Let's see, 240 kilowatts, 100 kilowatts. So 10 max consumption, 100. We got enough power. We'll stack some more batteries in there. Well, I guess we can passively build some batteries while we're chit-chatting and getting our other work done. And probably some more solar panels too. I think the ratio I was working with was something like 4 batteries and then like the rest solar panels. But let's grab some circuits while we're at it. Some green circuits, some red circuits. 5. Let's see. Will that be enough? So we will throw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have room for 4. So this one is actually extraneous. Sweet. Because as you can see, oh, damn it. Lost all our power. Let's see. Where's our... Yeah, so our batteries are filling up very slowly. We definitely want to max out the rest of this with some more solar panels. But then at that point, you know, we're gonna be cooking with some gas. So back to making things hacky and insane. So we know this is a safe little branch. And just about nothing else is. Because this coal is a problem. You know what? Actually, let's make a little ad hoc action here. So what do we need? Let's grab a chemical plant. And while that builds, let's max out our armor. There we go. We're charging a little quicker now. 3%. We're fine. We're fine. We'll call it fine. So we need some water. So let's do this. Let's just straight up ad hoc this nonsense. And you know what? We're gonna need sulfuric acid for other stuff. I'm like 90% sure this is all a mess. Then we're gonna need more oil processing here. Oh my god, I'm making a freaking mess of this thing, but it's okay. Because we're learning together. So we'll just slam down a chemical plant here. We'll make explosives. So you got your water, and we will just throw it into a chest, into a wooden chest, because that seems safe. Safe enough for our uses, at least. So let's just dump some of our excess junk into there, and let it rock. Sweet. And then, what do we need for cliff explosives? Ooh, and looks like our ratio might be off. We might actually want more solar panels than batteries. Good to know, because I'm worried we're gonna run out of juice here in the night. So let's see, what was my previous train of thought? Let's see if we can ever get a train of thought going properly. We're trying to make cliff explosives. So we need an empty barrel, which I can just make, right? Where's my empty barrel button? Filled barrel. Empty barrel. Boom, look at that. Exactly what I need. So an empty barrel. We can grab some more. We'll grab some. Ooh, look at that. Oh, we got a nice little refill. Sick. Yes, we are consuming. We are consuming some stuff. Ooh, and did I limit this chest? Yes, I did limit that chest. Did I limit this chest? I did not. Let's limit that. Oh, look at our train just doing what we want it to do. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We do have more train tracks just in case. Look at me not being able to keep a thought straight once again. So we'll take out that battery. I think more solar panels seems appropriate here based on the fact that we are just stuck around 3% charge. But we're not moving on these tracks, baby. We're staying steady. Jesus, can I keep my thoughts straight? Okay, so steel. Some grenades. I think we actually have plenty of grenades. So all we need to do is grab some explosives. And they take a while to bake, but that's a-okay, because it's gonna take a while for us to catch this train. Let's see how's our armor doing now. So it does look like we did nearly run out of power. God, I keep taking it off. I think I lose all my juice when I do that too. We're filling up. We're filling up at a more modest pace, but whatever. Let's hop on our train. Let's make some moves. Now we can finally achieve our dreams of having the beautiful train station we always wanted in the north. Ooh, and while we're on the train, Why not crack a little cry? Know what I'm saying? Oh, never tasted so sweet. Alright. Time to switch you to manual. And so we don't lose our train. And time to atone for our past sins. Now this is something I never did on the Switch, so I'm curious to see how this goes. Wow. Beautiful. We didn't even need all that much. It worked better than I could have ever expected. Great. So now we can clean these suckers up. And yeah, with all that, I think that'll do it for the episode. You know, again, I gotta always thank you guys for the likes, for the subscriptions. Like I said, we made it up to my favorite number, in terms of the amount of subscribers, which is beautiful. Of course, you know, what episode would be complete without hunting for a screenshot? But you know, that can come momentarily. For now, we got work to do. But yeah, thanks y'all for sticking around. And especially any of you, I check the video retention. If viewership drops off after I start saying thank you, you know, I'm gonna hold my thank yous. I gotta make sure you guys stick around for all of this. I gotta make sure you guys appreciate how much I appreciate you. That is the most important part. But with that, let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Ain't nobody getting through there. It's perfectly spaced. It's perfectly symmetrical. Let's clean this puppy up. And now let's see. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Take me home. Take me home. And yeah, so as we enjoy this final train ride, as I always do when I play this game, from here on out, just know that we are going to be ending the episodes on train rides. And I did get another comment. Forgetting who said it. Maybe I'll make the next comment spotlight. But they essentially suggested we can make a one-line track with engines on both ends. Did pretty much the same thing in my Switch playthrough, but these trains are going to expand. If you think this is the only train that's going to get placed down, you've got a lot to learn, bud. Eventually, this whole area, like this is our starter base, is what gets us going. This is going to be our real base. This is where the magic's going to happen. And we want to keep the relics of the past. You know, we will want to make sure that everything is as it was. Look at that oil. Look at that oil capacity. We have so much extra petroleum too. It's insane. And let's see what else. Oh yeah. The final hunt for a screenshot. You know, what was the highlight of this episode? Was it the red circuits? Ooh, it's probably gonna be the armor. Probably be the modular armor. It's probably gonna be some of these guys. It's probably gonna be, you know, some of this. It's gonna be a little bit of that. Ooh, this is it, because this is the spaghetti episode. Chemical spaghetti. There we go. That's the answer. That's the title. That's the episode. Thank y'all for watching. Catch you in the next one.